study about some definitions. In last class we studied about marginal propensity to consume and marginal propensity to save. Then here last class we studied savings equal to income minus consumption. Then from that this equation we can generate like 1 minus C, savings equal to 1 minus C, 1 minus consumption. Okay, then marginal propensity to consume means it is the change in consumption per unit change in income. It is denoted by small c and is equal to delta C by delta Y. Then equation for MBC equal to delta C by delta Y. Then marginal propensity to consume is the change in consumption per unit of change in income. Through this equation we can study this definition easily. Change in consumption due to change in income per unit of change in income. That one is the marginal propensity to consume. Next one, marginal propensity to save. It is the change in savings per unit of change in income. It is denoted by small s. That one we can write it as 1 minus C. S equal to savings. Then we know savings plus consumption is our income. Okay, then marginal propensity to save equal to 1 minus C. Okay, what is the equation for marginal propensity to save? Delta, here we studied delta S by delta Y. That one is the marginal propensity to save. Next one, average propensity to consume. It is the consumption per unit of income, C by Y. Okay, it is the consumption per unit of income. That one is the average propensity to consume. Next one, average propensity to save, APS. It is the savings per unit of income, savings divided by income. Then now we can study about investment function. Investment is defined as addition to the stock of physical capital. We know what is physical capital. It is machines, buildings, roads, etc. We can call it as physical capital. Investment is defined as addition to the stock of capital. And changes in inventory. Inventory, we already studied what is inventory, or the stock of finished goods of a producer. Okay, then investment means addition to the physical capital. Then what is investment? Investment is the expenditure on capital goods made for the purpose of income regeneration. Then investment is the expenditure of capital goods, machines, roads, buildings, land, all this expenditure we are calling as investment. Okay. Then in other words, an investment is the purchase of goods that is not used today but it is used in future to create wealth or income. Investment means suppose we are purchasing a land, okay, then that one is a investment, because if we are not using today also, tomorrow we can, or future we can use it for creating income. That one is the investment. Okay, then building of a factory used to produce goods and services. The investment one makes by going to college, or these are the main examples, means building, factory, then we are going to college and spending money. That one also educational investment. Then these all things we can call it as investment in the economic sense. Okay, why you are going to college? For studying. Then tomorrow you can, for future only you are studying now, then tomorrow you will get a job and you can settle down for future. In economic sense only we are going for studies. Okay, then that one is another investment. Then investment two type is there, Autonomous is there, induced investment is there. Investment two type is there, autonomous investment and induced investment. Okay, then what is autonomous investment? Expenditure made that is independent of economic growth. They are investment made for the goods of society and not for the goals of making profit. We know some basic investment. If government is in laws also, government will provide some basic infrastructure facilities, road, highways, then railway, like that. Some basic infrastructure facilities they will provide, educational institutions, health institution. Without looking for profit, government will provide some investment. Normally this autonomous investment will provide by government. Okay, then expenditure made that is independent of economic growth. They are investment made for the betterment of society. Okay, then that one we are calling as autonomous investment. The government investment like road, railway, bridges, these all things coming under autonomous investment. Why it is not then this autonomous investment only doing by government? What is the reason? Because others means they will think about profit, they need profit. Okay, for profit only others are investing. But in the case of government is investing for social welfare of the people. Okay, then here you can see the investment line. It is a straight line. This is the investment line. Okay, then here you can see X and A. We can write X and A investment demand as I equal to I bar, where I bar is a positive constant which represent autonomous investment in the economy in a given year. Okay, then here you can see investment equal to autonomous investment. Okay, then investment decisions taken by producers, investment equal to autonomous investment. Okay, this is the investment function. Okay, then investment is more important variable in an economy. Then as the income of the community increases, consumption will also increase, but it does not increase in the same rate as income increases. There will be a gap between income and consumption. The gap must bridge to increase employment and production. This gap is saving. Okay, there will, when income increasing, consumption also will increase, but there will be a gap. That gap is savings. Okay, this savings become investment. Okay, this savings will become investment. Then employment cannot increase unless investment not increasing. Okay, when investment increasing, then only we can increase the employment also. That is the reality. Means automatically investment means we know production will increase, automatically employment opportunity also will increase. Okay, then determination of income in two-sector model. In an economy without two-sector model means without government. Two-sector model, it is without government. Okay, the X and A aggregate demand for final goods is the sum total of X and A consumption expenditure and X and A investment expenditure. Means aggregate demand equal to consumption plus investment. Then what is the equation for aggregate demand? Aggregate demand equal to consumption plus investment. When we are substituting the values, we will get aggregate demand equal to autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment plus induced consumption. Okay, then autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment plus induced consumption is the aggregate demand. Then aggregate demand equal to consumption plus investment, and aggregate demand equal to autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment plus induced consumption. If the final goods market equilibrium, this can be written as income equal to autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment plus induced income. We can write the equation as income equal to autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment plus induced income, where Y is ex ante or planned output of final goods. Here Y is equal to ex ante. Ex ante means planned, okay, planned output of final goods, and this equation we can simplify as income equal to autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment. It is the total autonomous expenditure in the economy. In reality, these two components of autonomous expenditure behave in a different way, representing consumption level of economy. Autonomous investment has been observed to undergo periodic fluctuations. Then total autonomous expenditure in an economy equal to autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment. Okay, then here we know supply, what is the equilibrium condition? Demand should be equal to supply. That one we already studied in micro. Supply should be equal to demand. Okay, demand should be equal to supply. Okay, then here aggregate demand should be equal to aggregate supply. It will be there, unplanned sale will be there. Means planned inventory investment will be there, unplanned inventory investment will be there. Okay, then income is greater than planned consumption plus investment. Actual income will be equal to actual consumption plus investment. Okay, that one is the two sector model. In the case of one more sector will be there, in that situation we can introduce a government in this economy. Okay, the major economic activities of the government that affect the aggregate demand for final goods and services by the fiscal variables. Tax, we know government is there means tax will be there, then government expenditure will be there, then government through its government expenditure it producing goods and services. Okay, then government is there means tax will be there, then government expenditure will be there. Okay, then disposable income. What is disposable income? Income minus tax is the disposable. You have 1000 rupees of salary, then you need to pay 200 as tax, means your disposable income is 1000 minus 200, 800 is the disposable income, means that money only you can spend for consumption or investment purpose. Okay, then disposable income means income minus tax. Okay, then we can write the equation as income equal to autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment plus government plus consumption Y minus T. After tax what they are getting, that only they can spend for consumption. Okay, this one Y minus T. When government is there, we know we need to pay the tax. Okay, then after tax what they are getting, that one is the C, this small c. Then we can write, when government is there, that time we can write the equation as income equal to autonomous consumption plus autonomous investment plus government expenditure plus C into Y minus T. Okay, this is the equation with government in this model.